When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
We find Vecna, we end this once and for all. Together.
On December 25th.
We have a plan. It's a bit insane. Everyone in?
He knows where we are.
Watch out! Get ready for one last adventure.
We stay true to ourselves. Stay true to our friends, no matter the cost.
Found you. Stranger Things, Season 5, Volume 2, begins December 25th, only on Netflix.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. You're ready to move your business forward, but first, you need to find the right team. Start your search with Indeed-sponsored jobs. It can help you reach qualified candidates fast, ensuring your listing is the first one they see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs are 90% more likely to report a hire than non-sponsored jobs. See the results for yourself. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Excuse me. Sorry. Hey, Bigo. Okay. Karen Holloway. Hello, goddess. How are you? So, as you guys know, this whole week is prison jail felon talk. Obviously, tomorrow is the last day of the week. But okay.
What's up?
I'm cracking up.
It look good this morning, girl.
Okay, how come we can't see you?
Baby, I'm in the dark. I just woke up.
Oh, you just woke up? Do you know what you on?
Yeah.
What you on?
I'm on bingo, yes. I'm on bingo live.
Right, but what are you on? You don't even know what you in.
What the fuck you mean by that?
It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. And you on a couch.
I'm on the bed, baby.
No, you on the couch. You on the couch podcast. You on the couch. He talking about I'm on the bed.
You on a pouch. Oh, shit, you on the podcast?
I'm cracking up.
I'm surprised. I'm glad I had my face up in here early in the morning, blowing the clouds and shit.
I just followed you. I'm not about to play with you. Y'all, it's prison jail felon talk, so you might not relate. But, I did 9 years in the penitentiary for shooting a man that raped me. So I make this a safe space. I do this every month.
You know what? I'm proud of you. Cause you know why? You stood up for yourself. You had the courage to take a motherfucker out for abusing you.
Thank you.
So you know what? I'm proud of you. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you back, Queen.
Thank you.
There we go.
Make sure you follow back.
You welcome. I just did.
Period. And everybody else that's tuned in, make sure, hey, Alicia, I see you. Make sure that y'all follow the couch on all social media. Without further ado, let's get it poppin'.
It's time for the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits. Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. And now we're live every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. That's every day of the week. Yeah, tune in. You don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where they know what? I know you said it.
Y'all already know the deal. We're going to jump into a song and we're going to jump into the couch. If you would like to share your story, you're more than welcome to come up. Make sure that y'all follow everybody that's... If you on any platform, wherever you watching, follow whoever you see. It's all about love, support, good vibes, and positive energy. That's all we're trying to spread. If y'all did some time, then you gonna feel this one.
Hey, big slime, I did big time. Giving up the years, they took me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. Been watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judges dismissed me like I was dumb too. Then the bailiff looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Then reality set in like it was supposed to. Cat calls down the hall, that's what them folks do. Brown bag, bologna sandwich in them jumpsuits. My cellmate just did 100 years on some dumb shit. Damn, is this the end of the days? Cause living in the cell is just like being in the grave. If ain't no money on your books, then you ain't eating shit. You better pray that you can mail a penitentiary gift. And for them lonely days, a visitation list from your family and your friends, that's a major lift. And yo, spirit, all the drama on the yard, you wanna forget it. Yeah. Behind these walls is different, and you wouldn't understand if you didn't live it. Ayy, big slime, I did big time. Ayy, and they took me off the front line. I'm still scarred from doing my time. And everybody say I should let go. I'm trying, but it did something to my mental. In or out the pen, you know I stand 10 toes. You know, now you know. I hold my own, that ain't wrong. And I know I gotta think different. Cause if I don't, then I guess I be the saint, nigga. Wait, I'm tryna let it go. I'm tryna be a better person so I don't have to get physical. I gotta get my mind right for the limelight. I don't care who judging if they don't know doing timeline. Tryna be an example to my fans and all my peoples and my nieces and my nephew. Big slime, I did big time. Sitting in that cold cell in the daytime. Your time be fine, but it's not like the world, no. Big slime, I did big time. Giving up them years that took me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. Been watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judges dismissed me like I was dumb too. Then the bailiff looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Damn, is this the end of the days? Cause being in the cell is just like being in the grave.
Man, how does song give me chills like it's not me singing?
Hey, you dope though.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It was some passion that's on some, some passion.
Thank you.
And motivation and motherfucker.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
No,
is there anywhere that people can follow you that's listening? Because I got people listening on Spotify, Apple, Pandora, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, fan base. Tell them where they can find you at.
Any damn well. Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok.
Tell them what your Snapchat name is.
It is Jacoryus Cole, then call. See, JACORIUSCOLECOL.
Okay.
I know, right?
Where you located?
Texas, the heart of Texas.
Okay. You ain't far from us. You feel me?
Yeah, you from the boot, baby. I already know, baby. You from the boot.
The boot? What?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. You're from the boot.
No, I'm not.
You from the boot.
No, I'm not. I'm in Oklahoma City.
Oh, Oklahoma City with the real aroma?
Yeah. And the thunder.
Okay. Hey, I fuck with y'all.
Period. We fuck with y'all too. Y'all are cousins. That's why I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
Fact.
Yeah.
Y'all, if you just now tuning in, you already know it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time and every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. If you're wondering why I'm on a little bit early, I told y'all this whole week I got a lot of stuff to do. I got another funeral tomorrow. So before we even go on, let's give a moment of silence for the ones who didn't make it here today. If you guys aren't aware, Mother Viola Fletcher passed away, and she was part of our legacy, part of our history. And to me, I don't feel like Oklahoma is giving her enough love as they should. She was literally the last woman standing from the Tulsa massacre. So let's give a moment of silence for everyone who's not here today. If you haven't already been contacted by me for the Secret Santa, I still obviously have names in here. I try to call everybody, but if I haven't called you, it's not on purpose. All you have to do is DM me so you can get your person. And if you are in Oklahoma City and you would like to meet up, it's going to be a grown and sexy meetup. We're going to meet at a winery. So if you into drinking wine and hors d'oeuvres and all of that type shit, come through. You know what I'm saying? This is for adults, because we've been through so much shit this year. I'm talking about life has been fucking lifing, right? Why not receive a gift for all the shit that we've been through? You feel me? So I feel like the Secret Santa, a lot of people was like, well, what's so secret about it? The secret is you didn't know the motherfucker that you got today. Did you? No. Well, now you know them now. Now the secret is you got a new friend that you never expected. So if you would like to be a part of it, the last day was actually yesterday, but you still had time to turn it in. You more than welcome. Today's discussion, not only is it prison jail felon talk, but not just inmates go through it. Thank you. Not just inmates go through it, also officers. And some of us, we know those officers that used to be on the same yard that we was on. And we know, what they go through. And some of us witness it even on the yard. Now, if you guys caught yesterday's episode, I was telling you guys a little bit. Low-key, get on. Hold on, y'all. Low-key, it's the couch time. Y'all know low-key like to come in for the couch. I was telling you guys yesterday that there are things that can happen on the yard that can drive an officer, even an inmate, over the edge. If it can drive us over the edge as inmates, what makes you think that it couldn't drive a correctional officer over the edge? And they're human just like we are. Now, they don't always like to treat us like we are human. So when they go through it, you'll know the officers that did what they could for the inmates. To me, by their funeral. Chief Lorent's funeral the other day was packed. So you could tell that she made an impact on a lot of people. But there are officers who left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. So when your funeral comes, don't expect us to be there. But know that we understand that you are human just like we are. Even though you couldn't understand that we was human just like you are. Sometimes whenever we see traumatic things on the yard, we don't actually get at the time that it's just as traumatic to the officers as it is to us. Like, we've seen people die right in front of our face on the yard. You think that's not traumatic to the officers as well? Especially the officers who have to perform CPR. Imagine performing CPR on an inmate who's dead. Now, I'm going to give a little story. Some of you guys might know this story because you was on the yard when it happened. And some of you guys might even follow this officer. But it was an officer that was on the yard at Mabel Bassett Correctional Center in Oklahoma. And one of the inmates that he was trying to resuscitate had already been dead for 5 hours before he even started trying to resuscitate her. But he had no idea. He's thinking that when the inmates is calling like, hey, trying to get the help, he's thinking it just happened. So in his mind, I want to save her. Now, mind you, before this, he wasn't one of those stand-up officers to where if he was getting jumped by other inmates, we would jump in for him. He wasn't one of those officers. But that day, when he mouth to mouth another human being without a care in the world, because once you are an officer, if you guys have been tuning into the couch, this is my 4th season, going on the 5th. we had an officer that used to be an officer, and she's no longer an officer, who told us that even we had a nurse that used to work up there. They were told not to use the same training as they would in the world. Meaning that if you see someone dead or dying, don't give them mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Of course, that's what we're going to teach you, but fuck them. They in here for whatever the fuck they in here for, and you might even be mouth-to-mouth and a rapist. Seriously, this is the type of shit that they put in these officers' heads. And to me, that alone can traumatize an officer. If you know in your heart of hearts that you're a good person and you want to help, and in your heart, you thought you came to work here to help. But once you met your superior, your warden, your whoever was over you, they told you to leave that at the door. That sympathy doesn't matter in here. That empathy doesn't matter in here. And that alone, having to change your character from who you are, can fuck with your mental. Especially when you've went years and years and years of searching, deep soul searching to try to find out who you are. And then you get put in a position to change the person that you grew into be back to the person that you used to be, or who you don't even recognize. If you don't believe that that can do something to your mental, that's not even including the trauma that happens during the job. Now, when you fill out this job on Indeed, however you filled out this job to work at a prison, in the job description, I'm sure it doesn't say a lifetime of trauma, lifetime of anxiety and flashbacks, long lasting with little pay, and a little bit of medical benefits. For real. It don't say that. They make it juicy. And if you guys haven't noticed by now, because some of you guys really, y'all believe that everything is what it is. Y'all really believe that. But if you don't believe by now that when you look at Indeed, that these prices is janked up, making you believe that you about to get paid $50,000 and $25 an hour, it's a fucking lie. That is to get you in the fucking door so they can lowball you in your face. And because you desperate for a job and they the first people to call you, like, oh, okay, I'll take it. So it don't say in the job description to work at a prison that you're going to have long-lasting trauma, anxiety, flashbacks. You might even get killed. You might even murder your damn self. It don't say that. But it can fucking happen. Now, let me tell you the really fucked up part about it because, oh, I see. I'm so sorry. You said, I've been feeling this for years. The mental health the officers is important for their own well-being, but also important for the people in their care. Good topic. A lot of times they get conditioned to treat people like dogs. You're exactly right, Lori. You're exactly right. They get conditioned. And conditioning in itself, that's traumatic. I don't know if y'all remember the story about in Oklahoma County where the officers was playing that Shark song. And now it's like a torture tool, that song. We ain't listening to no Shark nothing in this bitch. I don't give a fuck. Only Shark we listening to is Juice the Mac and them. Okay? In Oklahoma City, the Sharks. But other than that, that was so traumatic that there was people suing behind it. Now, they ended up murdering the guy. We ain't gonna get into that today, but y'all know what's up. They don't give a fuck. Now, the fucked up part about it is being this officer, working these hours, and imagine putting in your life, thinking that maybe you're gonna get ahead, or Grand Rising, I see you guys, I'm sorry. Maybe you're gonna get ahead. Whatever your thoughts are, working in a penitentiary, you never imagine that if you did suffer from a mental health illness, that if you reached out for help, that you would be fired. They actually discourage officers from reaching out about their own mental health that they suffered from the hands of the job that they're working for. I know, to get a check for themselves. But when you're getting a check for yourself and you have to and you suffer, just like if you was in the Army or the Navy and you suffer, you should be compensated for that. You should be taken care of. These officers are not only suffering, but they aren't being taken care of the proper way. That is why, if you do your own research, you will see how many officers that were working at Mabel Bassett and any of the Oklahoma facilities and other facilities in different states have killed themselves. Because when you're reaching out to your superior, like, hey, you know, I'm having these thoughts, this moment, and I can't let it go. I need help. When you're doing your reaching out for help and they're literally telling you, oh, you good. They'll even go as far as making you out to be crazy. They'll make you out to be crazy. They'll send the police to do a wellness check like they trying to help you. No. They're trying to create their own paper trail to make it seem as if you are the crazy one when you reach out for help. And guess what? Granted, you might be crazy now that you had all these years put into this facility. Yeah. But guess what? Does that mean that you shouldn't get the help that you need? Or that you deserve? Or that you should have? But then they expect you to come to work and treat us any better than what you are treating them. How can they treat us like a human being if their own superiors is treating them like dogs? How can they help us get the help that we need if they're not getting the help that they need? It makes them bitter. It makes them angry. It makes them treat us so fucked up, even murder us. Amanda Lanes was murdered. And no matter what you guys say, Amber was murdered. And there were other inmates that were murdered because they didn't fall in line like y'all wanted them to fall in line. Or because maybe you denied Mr. Hull a mental health break and he said he needed it, and instead of giving it to him, you told him to go work some more hours, and he ended up snapping it. He killed this girl. I'm not saying it was Mr. Hull that killed her. I was just using that as an example for those who's like, oh my God, it was Mr. Hull. No, I was just using that as an example. But it's true. Like, you never know exactly the details behind someone's actual feelings. Especially these officers, we thinking that they just want to be evil, that they want to be this, they want to be that. But we don't know what they're dealing with from the higher ups. And then not realizing that once you join a penitentiary to work at, you're joining a gang that's worse than the Crips, Bloods, GDs, VDs, KDs. I don't give a worse than all of that. You are joining a gang, and if you do not fall in line the way they want you to fall in line, then you will get put the fuck out or put the fuck down. If you start raising questions about something that seems fishy and they already in bed with somebody and you just don't know because it's not in your position to know. If you don't fall in line with that, they will get you up out of there. If you are having severe mental health illnesses and issues because of the job, they will get you out of there. Not with the help that you need, but guess what? They'll fire you with no pension, no 401k, no nothing. And then anyone who shows a liking to what you're saying or feeling towards what you're saying or empathy, sympathy towards whatever you're saying as the officer that's standing up, guess what? They gonna get them up out of there too. Because once you're part of their gang, they don't do whistleblowers. They don't. As soon as you start and crush it, they don't do that. You either part of their gang or you not. And if you not, that means you not getting no retirement, you not getting no 401k, you not getting no pension, you not getting no none of that. Period. You either get down or lay the fuck down. And that's the bottom fucking line. And we as inmates, we don't see that because they trying to act like they hard or they'll take it out on us. And we thinking that they just being this, but we not knowing that they battling, they having their own battle amongst each other. Doesn't give them an excuse to treat us the way they did. Thank you so much, Sarah, for the corn and the TikTok. I seen that. But that does not give them an excuse to treat us fucked up. Thank you so much. I seen the little kiss. It doesn't. And it doesn't give them a right or an excuse to murder either. And the thing is, we might think that, oh, someone is sick and they got cancer, but it seemed like it happened all of a sudden. But we don't know they karma. We don't know they fucking karma. Y'all remember when the warden died? Was it after Amanda Lane? Or was it before Amanda? Y'all remember when Pumpkin, okay, let me, this is the thing, exactly. This is the thing. It's too many people, too many beautiful souls that lost their lives in the penitentiary that never got to go home to their family, that never got to go home to their kids, got to go home and smell the fresh air and not the penitentiary air. Because an officer was having a bad day, mentally breaking down, or just didn't like you because of your crime. Because social media is crazy. And before social media, people used to watch whoever was coming to the yard on TV. And then they'll see it happen in real time. Now, you could follow the case like it's your own case. Like you, the detective, your damn self. Not just the inmates are suffering in the prisons. And I know when you in prison, all you could say and all you could think is, well, you get to fucking go home. Y'all know that phrase? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You get to go home. What could be so bad with you? Like, you get to go home. I'm here 24/7, 32/6. Y'all remember that? Yeah. But what are they going home to? They going home mentally fucked up because they got mentally broke the fuck down on the yard and had to keep it together like everything was good. Now their marriages is failing. Now their families is breaking up because what is happening on the yard is affecting them to the point that they can't hide it once they leave them gates. They can hide it in front of us because they hide it by being rude, disrespectful, mean. Murderers. They hide it by that. And some of them don't even give a fuck about the consequences because they're trying to prove a point to whoever higher up that they reached out to, that, hey, I reached out to you and now look, now I done killed the whole staff. And it's a paper trail on my behalf showing that I reached out, that I did what I was supposed to do. I even went to social media and told them this, that. And now look. Now the whole staff member is dead. Everybody's dead. From the warden to the... I'm not saying that happened. I'm just saying that it could happen. Because they're not getting the help that they need. How can they help us if they can't get the help for them? How can you be all you can be if you not... I'm not trying to be funny, but for real, how can you be all you can be if you not getting the help that you need. If you not being fed the right shit, don't you get sick? Don't your body start wearing down and don't you start breaking down? And come on. So if they're not getting the mental health help they need mentally, they ain't shit for us and can't be shit to us and can't do shit for us. Period. It's already bad enough y'all not screening mental health. Y'all not screening to see what y'all... They literally letting just any motherfucking body work in the penitentiaries. Period. I was going to get into this the other day, but we was on a discussion. We was on a topic already, and I didn't want to say it. But when I went to Chief Laurent's funeral the other day, y'all already know how I feel about this officer, Rosencrantz. Y'all know how, if you a couch potato, then you know how I feel about Rosencrantz. Like, him and Bohan traumatized me the most. And it wasn't the fact that it was the fact that they wouldn't stop fucking with me. And I knew I wasn't doing nothing. And it was like when you know you're not doing nothing and you literally trying to plead your case and still nobody fucking is answering you or making you feel like, instead they shaking you down, disrespecting your relationship, keeping you away from your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like doing everything they can to hurt you or fuck you over or make you feel like you should kill yourself. Because believe it or not, when officers are going through it mentally and they want to die themselves, they want other people to die around them. And that goes for anybody. That's not just officers. That's inmates too. Not just inmates. That's regular human beings, regular people in general. Period. So they would do and say things that made me feel as if I didn't want to be alive. Even the last time I was even on Mabel Bassett Yard, the reason why I even went to lock was because Bohan put my covers over my face like she was trying to kill me. So I spazzed the fuck out. Because what the fuck are you doing when you don't fucking like me? Like, it's no way you can play with me like that. But they shipped me off the yard. Imagine being shipped off the yard and you're literally high security and they ship you to a medium yard because whatever. Anyways, so boom. Rosencrantz was the top of my list of fuck you, bitch. Okay? And then under him was Bohan. Mind you, we at the funeral. So, gotta keep it respectful, right? I wasn't even expecting to see him there. I ain't gonna lie. I was not expecting to see him there. So when he walked up to me, and I, don't like my old last name. I don't let people call me my old last name. But because of the situation and where we was at, I knew that these officers only knew me by my last name. So he looks at me and he made sure that he gets my attention and he says, Reyes, I'm so proud of you. I'm so very proud of you. I'm glad. I'm so thankful and glad of what you're doing, the things that you're doing with your podcast. And I'm looking at him like, you motherfucking liar. You ain't proud of me. That's what I'm thinking. Because of the things that he took me through, the things that, not just me that he took through, that he took a lot of people through on the yard. So I couldn't imagine that he was telling the truth, but I couldn't imagine why the fuck would he go out of his way to tell me this to my face. And I know if you really watch The Couch like you say you do, then you know I don't like you. So why would you go out your way to try to tell me that you're proud of me? and that, you know, it's a good thing of what I'm doing with my podcast. Honestly, I can't say I know what he goes through mentally, but I know it's something. I know it's something so deep that which, I mean, people tell me things, you know, and I know some stories about him that kind of made me like, you know what, he might be really for serious. I know y'all probably like, for serious? Yeah, he might be for serious, because he probably not only had a wake-up call when he went through what he went through, but he also probably had a wake-up call when he seen how many inmates came on behalf of Chief Lawrence. And to sit there and know how you was mean and fucked up to a lot of people, and the realization of my funeral probably would never look like this. Probably was very humbling. That probably was very humbling. And, you know, I'm humble enough to not go into 2026 with that type of animosity that I had towards him in my heart. I don't want to go into, and I did hold a lot of animosity and anger towards that man. Because it was like, why the fuck are y'all doing this? Like, y'all don't even have to be the way you being, but you just being that way just because. And I was thinking it was just because. And since I've had my podcast and being able to interview people and get to know people on a different level, about, you know, doing mental health talk on the couch, like, I get to learn different things. And you know, even being, you know, for those that don't know, I'm ordained. So if you hire me to marry you, I'm also a counselor. So just the things that I've learned over the years. I was a kid. I went to prison at 17. Like, I literally I was in jail for 2 years, but I hit the yard as a kid. I went in as a kid. 17 years old when I caught my case. So I was still immature. But I was still holding on to some of the things. Like they don't go through things just like us. I had to come out and live life as an adult, because I only lived life in the world as a kid. When I got out, I was a ghost. As far as credit, when they pulled me up, they couldn't even pull nothing up. Because I went in as a kid. And I came out as an adult. So I had to learn how to be an adult when I had childish adults around me. So, of course, I was childish. I wasn't yet raised. When I got out, I felt like I was still a kid. I met my wife in prison. My wife raised me. I know that sounds crazy, but she matured me more than anyone that I've ever encountered in my life. And parents included. And I went from DHS custody to prison. I didn't even get to age out like that. I had to go to prison for standing on business, of course, but I mean, no regrets. But I didn't have that adult figure that was adult around me. I had adult figures that was around me that was still childish, that was still mentally going through things and didn't know how to deal with it. Like, we didn't start learning about the word gaslight until, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't saying gaslight in prison. We wasn't. So, I mean, we learning about ourselves, and it took me, I've been out 9 years now. It took me at least 5 of those years to learn who I am. Because when I first got out, people was trying to box me in, try to tell me who I should be, and that I should not tell people about being in prison and don't ever discuss it. That was when I was starting my music career, and the image that they were trying to shape for me, it was, the prison shit, you need to keep that. So I was like, well, what the fuck I'm gonna sing about? I spent half my life in that bitch. Like, what? So it changed who I thought I was gonna become until I found who I actually am. And now you see I do prison jail felon talk every month on the couch because you will never silence me or anyone else who has done time or not. There's even people who only went to jail. There's even people whose only felons. You will not silence us to be quiet and not tell our story just because it seems like it's bragging or glorifying badness. Or no, it's not that. It's just that, motherfucker, you think that we just okay overnight. Like we just okay, hey. No, motherfucker, I go through shit daily. 9 years in, 9 years out. Hello. And there's other women that I've had on the couch that did longer than me. And it does something to your mental. You never the same. And any relationship that you was in before prison, when you get out, it's never the same. Family included. My family disowned me after I married my wife. I never would have imagined that they would have disowned me for anything. I'm their blood. But they did. And when they did that, it showed me that anybody can flip, change anything on you. They don't give a fuck. Anybody. No matter who it is, I don't give a fuck if the same blood is pumping through you. Family could have jealous and envy behind you. I love you too. Family could hate you and you won't know until years later. Family can be setting you up. Friends, cousins, people that you thought would never. Relationships aren't the same because you aren't the same. And until whoever was in your life before then realizes that you're not the same person that you was before you went to prison, the better. Staff members included. Those staff members that work in those penitentiaries are not the same people that they were whenever they first got hired. I can bet my last fucking dollar on that. They are not the same people. None of us are. And we have been tainted, whether it's for the good or for the bad. We've been tainted by the system. And the system turned us into, shaped us into who we are today. And some of us were shaped fucked up, so we still doing fucked up shit. But some of us was shaped the right way, and we still on the right path. Because it could either make you or break you. They say you do your time. Don't let your time do you. Make your money. Same thing. But it's hard to do your time and not let your time do you. When you doing your time and not letting your time do you, but your mental health is getting the best of you and you're not getting the help that you need. I'm just saying. So before you judge your people that are getting out and you like, oh, they institutionalized. Before you start judging them saying all of that, you might need to get to know who they are now. Because it's not that they institutionalize. They're more aware. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time and every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. If you subscribe, then you'll never miss a couch, because sometimes I go live early, sometimes I go live late, sometimes I go live on days that I'm not supposed to go live. If you follow the page, then you know though, right? I'm just saying. Y'all, I definitely appreciate all the love, the positive vibes, the gifts. I see y'all gifting and commenting. I love y'all. I love my couch potatoes. Y'all literally have helped me through so much mentally. You have literally helped shape me to be who I am today, too. So I'm very appreciative. Y'all know all the awards that I've won for the couch, for everything that I've done on this podcast, for all the businesses that I've opened up because of the podcast, because of my wife. I'm thankful. And you guys have made it possible, too. So don't forget to thank the people that are in your life doing the right thing in your life. I know sometimes it's hard to not focus on the people that's fucking you over because it happens so fucking often. And it's like, God damn, what the fuck? But let's start appreciating those who appreciate us. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow in the morning, we're going to go live early in the morning again. Of course, I know, usually 9:30 a.m., but I'm going to go live a little bit earlier than 9:30 again. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I love you. Have a beautiful day, sending positive vibes, love, and energy your way. Thank you so much for tuning in and staying on the couch the whole time.
No, I just did it from my ears, you know, your little story that you had behind it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's very impeccable. You know, you reach out to people and, you know, impacting the people. I like that. I stand for that too.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people behind that gate gonna need that kind of motivation in their life.
Yeah.
To push through.
Yeah.
So, you know, some of them had a family in there, you know, come visit them. They might just be there by themselves.
Facts.
All fucked, like you said, like mentally fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you for tuning in.
No, for sure.
Yeah, lock in with me. I'll follow you on all social media.
I am locked in with you.
Are you following me on all social media?
No, but I will do.
Okay. I was going to say, because that's my name on all social media, too.
Okay. Well, I got you then.
Okay, you have a good day.
You too.
Later.
Bye, love. Later.
Love y'all. Wow, that was pretty cool, huh? That was so good. I love y'all. My couch potatoes just be growing. Like, what?